My name is Jennifer, and for as long as I can remember, I've been captivated by the stars. As a child, I would lay on the grass in our rural backyard, gazing up at the night sky and wondering if someone or something was looking back. This fascination with the cosmos stayed with me as I grew, shaping my studies and ultimately guiding me into a career in astrophysics. Night after night, I spent hours at observatories, studying distant stars and galaxies, striving to unlock the secrets of the universe. For me, science was a gateway to understanding our world, but I sensed there was something more, something that connected us to the cosmos in ways beyond scientific reasoning. Even as my career stayed rooted in science, I never lost my faith. I went to church regularly and often reflected on the spiritual questions that science couldn't answer. To me, science and faith were never in conflict. Science helped explain the physical world, while faith addressed the mysteries of existence that lay beyond our grasp. Then one autumn night, a car accident changed everything, setting me on a journey that challenged all I thought I knew about life, the universe, and my place within it. It was a clear, cool evening. I had just wrapped up a late session at the observatory, excited about the new data we'd gathered from a distant star system. As I drove home along the winding mountain road, my mind wandered, caught up in the question that fueled much of my research: are we alone in the universe? Lost in thought, I didn't notice the sharp curve ahead until it was too late. My car skidded on the wet leaves, then veered off the road, tumbling down a steep embankment. I remember the violent impact, the crunch of metal, the sharp pain in my head, and then nothing. When I became aware again, I wasn't in my car. I wasn't anywhere I recognized. The world around me had dissolved into darkness, but instead of fear, I felt a profound peace. I seemed to be floating weightlessly in a vast expanse of calm. Then in the distance I saw it, a soft golden light growing brighter with every second. Drawn toward the light, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace, as if it were calling me forward. Brilliant colors, more vivid than anything on Earth, swirled around me in a tunnel of light that stretched endlessly ahead. Moving through the tunnel, I sensed a presence beside me. I turned to see a figure bathed in radiant light, exuding warmth and love. I realized I was in the presence of Jesus. Jesus stood before me, his features both familiar and indescribable, as if they were formed from the very light surrounding him. His presence was gentle yet powerful, a flood of unconditional love that filled every part of me. "Welcome, my child," he said, though his voice resonated within me rather than through sound. It was a pure, wordless connection. I wanted to speak but realized I didn't need to. My thoughts seemed to flow directly to him. Am I dead? I wondered. Jesus smiled, a smile radiating endless compassion. "You are between worlds, Jennifer," he replied. "Your physical body is gravely injured, but your journey is not yet complete." Relief and confusion washed over me. I had so many questions. My thoughts raced, and before I could stop myself, the question that had driven much of my life's work sprang forward. Are we alone in the universe? Jesus' expression was kind and understanding. "The universe is vast, Jennifer," he said with a wisdom that transcended words. "My Father's creation extends far beyond what you can see or imagine." My heart leaped. Could this be the answer I had searched for my entire life? So, there are other civilizations? I asked, my curiosity alive even in this miraculous place. "There is alien life? Life in all forms is precious," he replied. "The cosmos is filled with diversity, each world a unique expression of divine creativity. But remember, Jennifer, some life is beyond your current understanding." The space around us seemed to shift, and I saw flashes of other realms, other dimensions. I glimpsed whole worlds, some familiar, some alien, with planets that had multiple suns and beings made of pure energy. It was humbling, overwhelming, and exhilarating. But why haven't we found any proof? I asked, my scientific mind still craving answers. Why don't we know about them? Jesus responded with patience. The universe operates on scales beyond human perception. Time, space, and even the laws of physics as you know them aren't constant. Some civilizations exist in dimensions you cannot yet see or understand. The implications were staggering. Our search for extraterrestrial life had been limited by our own senses and understanding. Intelligent life existed on levels we hadn't yet reached. As we moved through the tunnel, my life began playing before me. It wasn't like watching a movie. It felt as though I was reliving each moment, feeling the emotions all over again. I saw myself as a little girl lying in the grass, looking at the stars. I saw the day I chose to pursue astrophysics, the years of study, the moments of joy and frustration in my career. I also saw the smaller moments, the times I'd comforted a friend, nights spent talking with my parents, acts of kindness that seemed insignificant but had lasting impacts on others. I saw my relationships and the connections that had shaped my life. Difficult times came up too. Moments I'd let fear or pride get in the way, arguments with loved ones, doubts that held me back. Yet instead of judgment, I felt overwhelming compassion. It was about understanding, not judging, seeing my life in its entirety and learning from my choices. Watching my life unfold, I realized that science and faith weren't opposites but two ways of seeking understanding, of exploring the mysteries of the universe. Both paths led back to love. At that moment, a profound truth dawned on me. The greatest mysteries aren't hidden in distant galaxies or the search for alien life. They're found in the human heart, in the love we share and the connections we build. Your work is important, Jennifer, Jesus said, sensing my thoughts. Continue to question and seek knowledge. But remember, the greatest truths are often found not in the stars, but in the love you share with others. Suddenly I felt a pull, like something was calling me back. The tunnel of light began to fade, and I found myself standing before Jesus in a space of radiant light. It's time for you to return, he said gently. Your journey in the physical world isn't over. Take what you've learned and let it guide you. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay in this place of peace and beauty, but I understood that it wasn't my time. Thank you, I thought, feeling a profound gratitude. Jesus smiled one last time, his eyes full of love and understanding. Remember, Jennifer, the universe is full of wonders, but the greatest miracle is the love and understanding within every sentient being. Cherish this gift and share it with others. With those words, I felt myself being pulled back through the tunnel. The colors swirled faster until suddenly I gasped for breath, my eyes opening to the sound of hospital monitors. Pain surged through my body, but I felt a peace and purpose that I'd never known before. As I recovered, I reflected on the encounter. Jesus' words about the vastness of creation and the existence of other civilizations left a profound mark on me. I knew I couldn't prove or disprove alien life scientifically, but I gained a new appreciation for the complexity of creation. My approach to work changed. I returned to my research with renewed enthusiasm, but with a sense of humility and wonder. The search for extraterrestrial life wasn't just about finding proof. It was about understanding our place in the universe. Months later, I stood under the stars one night, feeling a connection to the universe and its creator. Whether or not I ever found scientific evidence of alien life, I knew the cosmos was far more intricate and magnificent than I'd ever imagined. In that realization, I found peace and inspiration. Looking at the stars, I remembered Jesus' words about the diversity of life. My search for extraterrestrial life had taken on a new meaning. It wasn't about radio signals or biosignatures. It was about expanding my mind to possibilities beyond our current understanding. I encouraged colleagues to consider alien life beyond our traditional views and began working on new projects with unconventional approaches. I grew fascinated by Earth's extremophiles, realizing that if life could thrive in our planet's harshest environments, who knew what might exist elsewhere? In my work, I began connecting scientific and spiritual communities, giving talks at universities and churches. I shared my story to encourage both sides to explore the mysteries of existence with open hearts and minds. Years passed, and while we hadn't found proof of alien life, our understanding of the universe expanded. Advanced telescopes revealed wonders that captured the imagination of scientists and the public alike. Through it all, I held on to the message from Jesus. His words about love and understanding as the greatest miracle resonated deeply. Our search for life beyond Earth was also a journey inward, helping us understand our place and responsibilities within the cosmos. In the end, the lesson from my near-death experience was simple. The universe is filled with mysteries we can't yet comprehend, but the greatest mystery and miracle is the capacity for love and understanding within every being. This love connects us not just to each other, but to the entire cosmos. As I continue my work, I carry this lesson with me. Whether or not we ever find alien life, the search itself is as meaningful as the answers. In seeking, we find our purpose. In wondering, we discover our humanity. And so, I will continue to explore, to question, and to seek knowledge. But most importantly, I will continue to love, for in the end, that's the greatest discovery of all.